What up? Off the record is here. We missing one, but we got a special guest tonight. I'm gonna get to introducing him in a minute. But we live, man. We ain't been live in forever, so if we mess up, forgive us.
We are live.
We are live.
In the game, live and
Zay,
direct.
Zay, I'm gonna get. I want to record you saying that and use that. When you start Ring Kings off and you're like,
we are live.
That's super dope. We got to use that. But listen, fellas, we're here. It's a little late for us, but listen, we're going to get this thing going. We got a special guest tonight. We got our brother, Jose, from the LBHT show. They killing it. I'm going to let him explain that to you in a second. And then we got the usual suspects. Brandon, what's up with you, B? How you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great.
That's right, Corn. What's up with you, man? How are you?
What's up? What's up, everybody? I'm good. Feeling all right. Feeling blessed.
Hey, everybody, listen. Take it easy on Corn tonight. He's a little nervous. He's a little stage fright.
Corn nervous. Corn.
Look.
He was born for this. He was born for this.
He was born for this.
Exactly.
This ain't nothing new. We've been doing live shows. It's just been a minute.
Hey, look. They're not going to treat me like Martin on the Hoochie Burger, okay?
Yes, I did.
All right?
Can you speak into the Hoochie? Can you speak into the Hoochie, please? But to our special guest, listen, Jose is not only a content creator and part of one of the best sports shows out there.
Appreciate it, man.
He's also a part of Ring Kings podcast.
Yes.
With yours truly.
Yes.
And his brother B. Look for that because we about to kill the game with that. But yo, he's our brother. He's a friend of ours for 20 plus years. So we've known each other for a long time. We know this is just the fellas kicking it right now.
That's right.
With Jose here.
That's
so
right.
Zay, welcome to your first time Off the Record, man. Welcome.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not even a guest. I'm just that friend in the background that you've never seen before.
right. That's exactly what it is. See, look, and listen, he brings his crew with him.
Yes. Shout out to LBHT. What's up, Ferris?
LBHT crew.
Too. Yes.
Totally
Hendo. We see y'all.
Hey.
What's even more?
Ravens online ungatekeepers. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Look at that, man. He bring his team with him.
Hey, appreciate that.
We roll strong, man. We trying to build an army. We're a crew right now. Soon we're gonna be an army.
That's right.
So travel well like Steelers fans.
Cash money.
What about like Redskins? I mean, Commanders fans.
I knew that was gonna be thrown into the mix.
How do you feel about the name and the uniform and all that?
So it's like a double-edged sword. So like, I feel like we could have just stuck with Washington. I would have just stuck with the Washington football team, or the Red Tail or something like that. But the Commanders, I think the name is whack. But I do like the colors. I like the jerseys. I think the jerseys look nice. I like the burgundy and the white and the black with the golden. So I mean, we'll see what happens, but yeah, I wish we would have kept the Washington football team. Commanders is whack.
Do we want to ask Brandon?
You gonna get you some Commanders apparel, like the hat that says Commanders? Are you gonna get one of those?
I like the jacket.
You like the jacket? You're gonna get a jacket that says Commanders all the way across the back?
Yeah, I do know one thing.
The commies.
Yeah. I know we will get 2 wins though. That will be against the Giants.
You'll get 2 wins.
We will get 2 wins.
Hey, our homeboy Ferris in the chat, he's a Giants fan.
What up, Ferris?
I think he will disagree with that, but
yeah,
man.
So
listen,
Giants,
I'm kind of feeling the black uniform, right? I do think they should have went more. Like the numbers should have been more of the burgundy. Because it does put me in mind of the Steelers a little bit, but I am feeling the black, kind of,
just like the font of the numbers, right? Like the way.
Well, I mean, the color, like it kind of. If you look at it, it puts me in mind of the Steelers a little bit, just with that yellow or gold, whatever y'all call it. But it kind of, it kind of looks Steeler forward. But the W on the front of the helmet, I think that's different. That's dope. So hopefully, it make you guys play better. They say you look good, you play better, right?
That's what they do say. They do say that. I've always believed that.
Look,
I always believe uniforms do play a part. I do. I noticed when Denver did it back in the day, they won the Super Bowl.
Y'all must got the worst looking uniforms out there.
Hey, like Rodney said, man, winning makes everything look better. Makes everything look better.
Yeah. So, at the end of the day, we gotta win some games. Gotta win some games.
Yeah.
So. Well, look, guys.
But we want some games. We want some games, though. Yeah,
let's get to the topic at hand real quick, because we can be talking about the commies all night if we wanted to. As Ferris said,
yes, your fellow Giants fan right there.
Yeah, man. I you know what? I'm not even gonna give the Giants the time of day right now. Like, yo, you know what?
I just want to know one thing before we start.
I'm not falling for it no more. I just want
to know one thing, Brandon. Is
do
Daniel
I still
Jones?
believe in Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones.
I knew it was coming.
Believe in your promised land. Do you still believe in Daniel Jones?
Sadly, I kind of do. Like,
you do? New coach.
Like, I don't really think it's his fault. Like, I think when he played, he gave us a better chance to win. It was when he didn't play, it was like, oh, we're starting who? You know what? I'll be honest with you. I stopped watching after like week 10. Like, I was like, what's the point? If Daniel Jones is not playing, we're not gonna score. I'm not watching this shit. And so then look, when they start winning, I mean, I probably watch week 1, but if we lose week 1, man, I probably won't watch again until like we start winning. I'll keep my eye on highlights, and that's it, man. I can't do it no more. I'm not falling for it.
I am surprised to hear you say that.
You want no, you know what? I did the same thing with the Knicks. You thought I was watching them damn games when it was like 14 and 85? No, I wasn't watching that shit.
Hey, Brandon. Ferris says, mental health, man. Mike Glennon. It was Mike Glennon. Hold up. That's not it. Mike effing Glennon is who it was, Brandon.
Yo, they literally could not move the ball. You see that? Yo, we became a meme. You see that shit when it was like third? Well, one, I wouldn't have lined up in a formation for him to pass because it would have been a safety. But it was like 3rd and long. We're on like the 4, whatever, and we're in this fucking powered formation. It's like, yo, we ain't even tried. We just trying not to turn the ball over. Yeah, we're not even trying to get first downs. We're just trying not to lose the ball. And I'm not watching that shit. So
yeah.
Well, that's a good way to start the show.
Yeah.
I'm just honest. I ain't watching that shit.
That's a good way to start the show. I'm surprised to hear that of you, Brandon, but because you're diehard and like, so it must be getting to you.
It gets on my nerves because I want to watch football. I want to watch football, but I can't, man. I can't get into it, and it killed me because I wasn't watching shit, and I'm looking at everybody online. This is the greatest playoffs I've ever seen, and I'm like, you know what? I'm watching the games like 3-4 days later off of like NFL Rewind. Like I'm that not into football. Like I just can't do it. I can't.
QB sneak. It's a QB sneak, man.
I didn't even watch the game. I saw the highlights. I was like, I'm glad I did not watch that shit.
And listen, Ring Kings. Listen,
that's gotta be B. That's B.
That's gotta be B running the Ring Kings podcast.
It's only three of us. It's only 3 of us. 2 of us are on the 2 of us are
here. Go subscribe. I'm assuming the 9 people in here are probably already subscribed. If you're not, go subscribe to Ring Kings podcast, man. Everything boxing. Check that out.
Y'all definitely know y'all on your boxing shit.
Yeah, man. We trying. Yeah. We trying. But all right, man. Listen, we went off a topic already, but that's okay. Yeah. That's okay. Yes. Let's get back. Let's get to why we're here. Let's get to why we're here. Right.
Get to it.
So earlier this week, a young lady by the name of Sydney Carter kind of shut down social media from her attire. Let's just say what it is, right? So Sydney Carter is a Texas A&M player development coach and assistant recruiting coordinator, and former national champion, and she played in the WNBA and overseas. So she's a hooper, right? Now turned coach. This picture surfaced of Sydney Carter earlier this week, of her in pink pants, turtleneck. Certain thing that stuck out to me is that she got the pink ribbon. The players also had the pink shoes, pink socks. So first thing that jumped out to me was
breast cancer
awareness, right? And that picture later sparked this reaction. People asking if this attire if it's acceptable or appropriate as a basketball coach. And of course, internet went wild, Twitter went wild, everywhere went wild. Our thread went wild for a little bit. Actually,
who's Wayne Walker?
Yeah, that's what I was like, who?
I don't know who that is. I was just giving him credit for it. You know, he's the one that posted the question, so just giving him credit for it. But that was actually posted in OTR's thread by Alex, who isn't here. And Quan had a certain reaction to the picture, which sparked.
She's a Jezebel.
which sparked a certain debate.
I know you, Quan. I already know what you said.
Which sparked the debate amongst us. And but the interesting thing about this is we talked about this probably 2 days before it actually took off on Twitter. So slap OTR on the hand. We should have jumped on and recorded that or talked about this topic right away, but we didn't. But we're here now to talk about it. So not only did Quan have a certain reaction to that, certain people jumped on because, of course, you had people saying that the attire was inappropriate. So Taylor Rooks later jumped on and said she has on a turtleneck and pants, literally impossible to be more covered. It doesn't matter what black women wear because the issue is with our bodies, not our clothes. Stop over-sexualizing and in turn body shaming women in the space we literally or figuratively occupy.
Amen.
Quan, you had some strong opinion on that statement as well. So I'm going to throw it to you to start the show off. Is that attire inappropriate for a coach? Simple and plain.
Oh, yeah. You want me to say? Yeah, I think it is.
What should she have been wearing, Quan?
What's wrong? So what?
I'm not saying I don't know. I'm not the one to be dressing, although you know what I mean. But when it comes to coaching the attire, like it's a certain attire that you somewhat put on, you somewhat you dress it, you just dress appropriately. I guess when it comes to coaching, it's just a particular attire that you wear, and that's the only thing I'm saying. I'm just it was a little bit too much.
But like, what attire do you think is appropriate for a coach to wear to a sporting event?
I mean, I guess what they normally wear, the business attire, the suit, that particular thing. That's what I'm normally used to seeing. That's what most people are normally used to seeing. Like the coaching aspect of it is, I just feel like it's a little bit different. It just, and then call me old fashioned, whatever. But yeah, I feel like it was a little bit too much. Like, all right, I get you. Like,
so Ferris is asking, so you mean like a pantsuit?
Yeah, something like that. That's cool. I mean, yeah.
So what is inappropriate to you about the picture, about what she has on? Because I mean, she has on a turtleneck, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, turtlenecks aren't usually the most like sexualized attire. So like, what in this picture or her outfit do you think is inappropriate for her to have on as a coach?
I don't know, Mike. Maybe the hot pink tight stretch legging pants. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
So it's really the fabric, and really it's a fabric in the color. Because if it were like a cloth type of fabric and it was black pants, nobody would really be saying
anything about it.
It's just Quan. But a color can can just change your mindset. Like it's breast cancer awareness, right? Like she's doing it for a reason. Like they're all wearing pink shoes. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know.
I guess I guess in the mind, I don't mean to, like, I guess in the body, kind of like you kind of equate like leather pants with something being something more sexual.
Yes.
I mean, just and tight leather pants, like I don't know if those pants are leather or not. So that on that note, like in Quan's defense, I can feel it, but I think she looked great. I think Taylor Rooks had a great point. It's the fact that you feel uncomfortable with her body. I mean, she looks good.
Yeah, well, I mean,
shit.
Yeah, that's cool and everything, but I think even with the comment, I think like she's trying to take it into like people are body shaming and black women bodies. Nobody's. I mean, I'm not taking it there. I'm just saying like, yo, it was just a little bit
like kind of like a Pat Summitt. Like I don't even did Pat Summitt wear like sport coats and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
I mean, a lot of them wear sports coats, a lot of them wear dresses. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying like, you know, they don't wear, you know, things to. I mean, I'm not saying they dressing up like nuns or nothing, but you know, they wear certain things that are all right. But I'm just saying that was just I feel like that was a little bit too much. I guess if I'm wrong for saying that, I mean, then hey.
So do you think women have? I don't think women have a problem with it. It's like it's only men who have a problem with it.
So I get that it's something that you're not used to seeing, right? So you're like, oh, okay, that's different. But what's the problem with it though, right? Like what problem do we like the people that have a problem? Like what problem do you have with her wearing that? Like what's inappropriate about that really? That's leather?
Well, because it makes a man pay attention more to her than to the game, I guess. I mean, that's,
I don't see
I mean, that could be it, or it makes it pay attention to her more so than actually the players. I mean,
why is that a problem? We have cheerleaders in every sport. Like why are you okay with that? Like my thing is this: we always say for women's sports, hey, you know, if the women want to get paid more, or you want them to have more ratings, you know, like you gotta be more interesting, you know, like they gotta get more views. Well, if they're doing stuff to get people to pay attention more, what's the problem with it? Like, you know, like she ain't wearing no booty shorts or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you can't put your kid in front of the TV and let them watch it. You know, so like I don't see an issue with it in terms of that.
So Quan, when we first posted this in the thread in your comment, you said like
going back to Quan, right?
No, I mean I'm just saying Brandon. Obviously, Brandon, we couldn't find Brandon that day, so and you said me and Alex jumped to saving her. So I'm coming to you because you said that you felt she was trying to be seen, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so typically in my mind, that's why it did spark the debate. In my mind, when you say she's trying to be seen, the thought was that your issue with the outfit is that maybe it was just like maybe it's too tight, maybe it's too revealing, or whatever the case may be. That's typically when somebody says something is inappropriate, right?
Nah, like what I said again, I was just saying that it was from a from a coaching perspective. I'm just saying from coaching, like I felt as if that it was just too much. That's all I'm saying, and I'm just looking at it from a coach. That's all. I'm not looking at it in the sense of body shaming. I'm not looking at it in the sense of telling her what, you know, or telling her what a woman or somebody or a man or whoever needs to what they need to wear. I'm just talking about it from a coach's perspective. I felt like it was a little bit too much.
So if a man coach wore like tight leather pants and like, let's say he was in great shape or whatever, and he had like on like a silk or some type of satin linen shirt or something like hanging out or whatever, and he came up and he was like the coach of the team, would you think people would have a problem with that?
Yeah, I do.
The people are like, yo, what do you?
People have people will say something about it. People are saying stuff about the coach that they hired in Miami now. The dude that looks like the guy that looks like he could play on Cyberpunk. Like people are always going to have something to say. You know what I mean? Like
that's a good question.
You know what I mean? Like just like Bill Belichick. People had something to say when he first started rocking the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Like
so that question, does he dress appropriately? As a coach?
He coaches football.
He coaches football. So I mean, he outside with a hoodie on. I mean, but I mean, I'm saying that people always gonna have something to say. People have something to say about that.
But that's why, but that's why I asked a question about what is appropriate attire for sporting events, because suit and tie. I mean, like coaches back in the days, back in the the 50s and stuff, used to wear a suit and tie to on the field. Now it's more acceptable to wear jumpsuits. In basketball, they still wear a suit and tie. Honestly, if we're talking about inappropriate, I think that's inappropriate. Like, why you're coaching a sport? Everybody out there is wearing shorts and jumpers. Why are you out there in a business suit? It's not the right. It's not the right venue, right? Like, why be out there in a jumpsuit? Like, why? Like, to me, that's them trying to stand out, right? Like,
right.
How does that help? How does that help you coach? How does that help you go up and down the court? How's that help anybody? Like, you're trying to stand out as the coach.
Well, the basketball court, I can kind of see why they wear like suits, yo. I could see that. Like, I could see.
What does it have to do with basketball in any sense?
I mean, it just comes with the territory, bro.
It's acceptable practice. It's something that we've been doing we're used to seeing for years, for decades. So we say that's a part of it, but it's not part of it. They just made it a part of it. So if women coaches start wearing tight leather pants from here on out, right, and drawing attention to themselves that way, that becomes a part of the sport, because that's just what they do.
Okay. So when I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I just hope nobody comes out when I mean, someone's going to come out and say something about it regardless anyway. So they come out, they start wearing lime green pants, and they start wearing
that would
cherry red,
So it's
they said the same thing about Allen Iverson too, though. I mean, they didn't. Man,
from him having cornrows to dropping his shorts down the regular style. I mean,
well, no, I mean, but Iverson,
that's two totally different things.
I think the NBA starting a dress code was a direct shot at Allen Iverson. When they started that dress code, it was because Iverson was coming in with the do-rag, his pants sagging, etc. And they didn't like that. I'm sure the TV partners didn't like that shit. So they had something to say about it. Yeah. But I think it was direct hit at Iverson to come at him. So in that sense, yeah. But Quan, so is it because I'm still like confused. Yo, is it the color of the pants? Is it the color of the pants? Are they too tight for you? Do you think is it too tight? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't see nothing wrong with it. But do you think is it just the color? Because you just named another color. When they come in wearing green pants or whatever, that's going to be an issue. So is it more so color, or what? Like, I'm just trying to understand how.
Just like I said, it was just different. It was just it was just different. I've seen. Like I said, I've seen women coach. We all seen different women coaches, things that they wear, different things they wear. Like I said, for me, that was just something different. I've never seen that before. It was new for me. Yeah, I know. All I wear is black and white.
Quiet. Yeah, I'm a plain person.
Yeah.
So that's the question. Carl, what's your favorite color?
Onyx Midnight and Carbon.
No, I understand what Quan is saying. Like, it's different. You're not used to seeing it. That's why you feel a little uncomfortable about it. But that's not really a problem. In fact, I think that'd be a great idea if they did that, because it would draw more media attention. People would start covering it more, and ratings would go up for women's sports. Because I think that's an issue. Like, women's sports doesn't get enough coverage for it, especially for women's basketball, especially for WNBA. In fact, Ferris is in the chat. Me and Ferris. Ferris, he really follows WNBA, and we've talked about trying to cover it more, even on our show. We don't even talk about it, but bringing more attention to it, however you can. I don't think that's a bad idea, because it just doesn't get enough support as it is right now.
So I guess particularly wearing particular attire like that, that's going to bring more ratings in. I mean, that's going to bring people to watch the WNBA like whatever. I don't know what days do they play? Every Sunday.
I don't think it's gonna be competing with NBA in ratings, but I think more people will watch just because we're talking about it right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
We normally talk about women's basketball. So I think it would help a little bit, and
Yeah.
any little bit of exposure can would help. So
yeah, and not to take anything away from her
shout out to my
coaching
man
skills.
Shout out to my man Dre. That he's into the WNBA as well. Like he
Yeah,
follows it closely and stuff like that. So
that's what's up. Yeah, and not to take anything away from whoever. I mean, her coaching abilities, her resume, like or anybody else that is in that particular category that has worked hard to achieve what they've achieved, and she's more than capable of what she. You know what I mean? You can tell by her resume, she's worked her behind off to get to where she is. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Like that's great. That's like I said, when it comes to the particular tire from a coaching perspective, I just say it's something different, it's new. And like I said, I just think it's a little bit inappropriate. That's all.
Okay, so and Tony Hendo brings up a good point. It's like Lamar talking to the media. They are all used to the white speak from their quarterbacks. Who's to say what the norm should be? That's true. Point. That's a good point.
Good point, Tony. I like that.
Yeah, and so it just sounds like you more so of an old school guy, right? But
I guess I'm just an old school coaching type dude. I guess you know what I'm saying. Like I just and I. Hey,
but I mean, times have changed, right? And these women are more fashionable, and it's showing in the coaches, it's showing in the players off the court now. Like you're seeing more of them doing modeling and just more about their fashion. But to me, it's nothing different than her wearing that outfit for breast cancer awareness than what Rick Pitino used to do at Louisville when he wore the all white suit, or I think Bruce Pearl wears a funny looking suit for something that Auburn has going on or something like that. So to me, it was just like, yeah, I am trying to stand out because I am bringing awareness to what we, to in this in particular case, breast cancer awareness. But
okay, I mean, so part of it was if that's part of it, we know that she was trying to stand out. Then what's the issue with that? Like,
well, I mean, I don't think. I mean,
if you're saying that she's trying to stand out and she's making a statement, like you're making a statement, then why? Like, what's the issue with people saying that you're trying to stand out and you're making a statement?
No, but some people are saying that it's not the point of people saying she's trying to stand out. It's people saying that is inappropriate.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a difference. She's trying to stand out to bring awareness. You know what I mean? Like I said, when Rick Pitino wearing the all white mobster suit on the sideline, nobody says, "Oh, yo, he looks like a damn fool." It's cool. It's funny that he's doing that. Because he's bringing whatever awareness he is to why he does that. And for her to do this, they're saying that it's inappropriate, which that's the difference in these situations.
And Ferris brought up Pat Riley wearing Armani suits back in the day. He's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And B mentioned Craig Sager. Yeah, that's a perfect example.
Craig Sager. Exactly. So it's just
there are certain things that we've come to accept, right, as the norm. But when it's something that we're not used to seeing, and there's a certain subset of people out there that it makes them feel uncomfortable, right, seeing it, like they try to shame it. But like there's nothing wrong with it, right? It's just different, If you don't like it, that's fine. But like, I don't think it's inappropriate. It's just she wants to bring attention to herself. I don't see a problem with it.
So, but I do want to go back to Taylor Rooks' comment, right? Do you think it's a sense of body shaming within the flack that she's catching for this for her outfit?
No,
because I think that she's saying I think Taylor Rooks is saying that people's comments on it being inappropriate is based on it being kind of fitted. You can see her shape, So, do you think there is a sense of if that was a white woman wearing those pants, right? Do you think it would be the same? Would the same flack come from that?
So if Brenda Freeze was wearing those pants, would she have caught the same flack? No, she wouldn't. Right? Like she wouldn't have. We know that, right? That's absolutely part of it because that's the first thing that guys' eyes go towards, right? It's like, oh, damn, okay. You look at the shape, and then it's just like, oh, is that appropriate to be looking at it that way? But that's not about her. That's about us as men, and what we see. But even if we see it that way, like, so what? I mean, it's not hurting anybody. That's my thing.
And like Ravens Online is saying, would it have been such a problem if she had no body? And I think that's what Taylor Rooks is trying to say, that, she can't help what she has. She's shapely, so she can't help that. So, what I mean? She feels like she's catching that hate based off of her body.
Yeah.
I mean, Quan, go ahead and say what you. Obviously, you bothered, so say what you.
I'm not bothered by it. I mean, that's a lot of comments that people are putting on that. So like to sit up there and categorize all the comments and pretty much saying that like everybody's going to try to from the comments are body shaming her. Like, come on, yo. Like I said, some people have an idea like, yo, it may be just a little bit too much for them. There's something new and they've never seen it before. Like, I don't think you got to go into the whole with the, here we go again. Everybody's being body shamed for what they're wearing. And like, come on, stop. Like, don't take it that laugh. Okay. Like, just bring it back a little bit. All right. Some people, they feel like it's a lot. Some people feel like it's appropriate. It's fine. She try to make a statement. But like when you start going with the, the whole body shaming and I got to put out a tweet about it, like that's where you kind of lose me with.
Brandon,
did they win the game?
I don't know. I don't know.
But I tell you what, if she wears the pants again, I'll tune in next time and keep score.
So Brandon, what are your thoughts on it? Do you see what Taylor Rooks is saying? Do you feel that, I mean, like Jose said, if Brenda Freeze was wearing those pants, do you think it would have been an issue? If the late great Pat Summitt was wearing those pants, would there have been an issue?
I don't know if it would have been an issue, but there would have been something like, oh, look at Pat Summitt in her, breast cancer awareness stuff, and probably people would have laughed it off, or hey, it was all done in the spirit or whatever, and it wouldn't have been a big deal like this. But I think people would have paid attention to it. I think anybody who wears tight leather pants, that are a bright color, and everybody's looking at you, you're gonna. I mean, people are gonna be looking at you. I mean, but I don't see any problem with what she's wearing. I mean, I don't particularly care. She looks great. You know what I'm saying? Now, that'd be something like if I was dating her and she left the house, I'm like, babe, you going to the game like that? I might have did one of those. Like, who y'all playing today? Like, what's going on? Something like that.
I'm gonna have to go with you. I'm gonna have to be.
Yeah.
Hey, where are we going?
Right, where are we going? I didn't know we was going out tonight. But I might have did one of those. But I mean, look, it's 2022, and I'm one of the main people who feels like, I should be able to wear what the hell I want. I felt like that about going to work all the time because I do my job. Do you care whether I'm
Brandon, you can't come to work in sweatpants.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. I understand. That's not what. But like, if I was doing my job, do you really care? Like, unless I was giving like a presentation or something like that, I could say. But hey, if I'm gonna be in a cubicle all day, and I get my work done, do you really give a shit whether I did it in a suit and tie or sweatpants? No, I did the job. So I mean, I've always been that type of person, and so more power to her. Go ahead. Like I said, did they win the game? That's what I'm curious. If she won the game, I would have been like, yo, what the fuck, man? We won the game. Like,
I mean, I think that's the sad part. I mean, the focus ain't on the game, the outcome of the game. The focus has come.
What does she usually wear?
So I'm glad that you said that. I am glad that you said that because that was the next thing I was going to do is get you. I mean, because
if she was coming to all the games like that, no, I think people would have been like, yo, that's.
So yeah. I mean, I did want your opinion on some of her other outfits to tell me if these were inappropriate or not. I mean, this isn't the first time she's wore something that I guess would be considered inappropriate. I guess I don't know. To me, she's just a fashion forward young lady, and she tried to kill the game when she stepped on the court. She's not the first female coach that I've seen do this. Niall Ivy, I think I said her name right. She was an assistant at Notre Dame. She's now the head coach at Notre Dame. But when she was an assistant at Notre Dame, she would stand out on the sideline because she dressed not like the typical coach. You know what I mean? But I think part of her reason for standing out is because of how she looked, her body. She was shapely. So, her in a pantsuit looked different than I don't know, I forgot, Muffet McGraw, whatever the right. old head coach was. So it's not the first time I've seen it, but I feel like some of the other outfits, if anybody's going to say anything, would have brought this type of attention. Even though I think they're all pretty slack in my opinion, right? If she's going to be on the bench or whatever, but I'll get you guys' opinion. So this is her before one game.
Okay. Colorful.
Dressed on, colorful. It's form fitted, long sleeve. Is that inappropriate?
No. This is how women coaches dress. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean,
what?
Okay. How about this one?
Okay. Colorful,
form fitted,
covering her whole body.
Is this coach attire?
Man, she's a woman, man.
It's the same as the other one. It's just a different color.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, Call you quiet on that one.
She does not. She does not look.
Colors
like
really do it for Quan, yo. Like, if
But,
it's a darker color, Quan's like, yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Bright color. Whoa, what's all this? Oh, look who's here.
Yo, I'm just saying, it's look, man, it's just this new age coaching attire wearing. Like I said, it's new for me. I've never seen it like this before. So I'm not really. I don't really watch women's basketball. So like this is new to me. So of course I'm going to be like, it will, it's a little bit too much. I mean, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about with the other previous picture that we was talking about. Okay, but like, this is new to me. I've never seen women coaches like this. I've seen some particular women coaches, and like I said, they wear like dress suits and things like that. This is new for me. I've never seen that before.
So I've never seen it either. But she looked good.
Yeah, and that's like. It hasn't hurt the integrity of the game or in any way. If you take your eyes off the game to watch her, that's not it's not gonna hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, then there should be no more cheerleaders at all, ever, right? Because what are they there for? Like, you don't ever see heavyset cheerleaders, and they're not wearing pantsuits when they're doing their sets, right? Like they're in short skirts, right? They gotta be a certain size. They gotta be attractive, right? Like, there's a reason for that, because sex appeal sells, right? And if she decides, hey, I want to bring some attention to myself, to the team, and hopefully that puts some more butts in the seats. Or, even for her own personal gain. Hey, I want to do modeling or fashion or whatever, whatever. Like, that's fine. I got no problem with it.
Okay. This is similar to what the outfit that she has on.
Mike, that's not similar to what she had on.
I mean, I'm saying it's a turtle.
There's no similarity whatsoever.
The turtleneck.
It's a turtleneck. That might be we know that might be the same one.
Okay, I'm not gonna go deep into it.
It's not the turtleneck that's got people up and raw. It's
right.
The tight leather-looking pants.
Okay, but I'm saying
that's got everybody.
Might even be the same.
You associate tight leather pants with something more sensual.
Yeah,
you don't associate it with. Yo, I'm about to go coach a basketball game.
So this is okay, because you can still see her shape in this. Yo, this is not a pantsuit.
How can you? What can she wear where you can't see her suit?
I think that's Taylor.
You can see her suit if she was wearing a burqa. What the hell can she wear?
But
where you can't see her shape.
All these pictures that you put up,
why does she need to hide her shape? They
all have something in common. And Quan, you only of all these pictures, you only have a problem with the one, right?
With the first had a problem with all of them.
Like do you have like of all the pictures that you saw, like it's really just a pink one that you have a problem with, right?
Yeah, I said, I just knew. I've just never seen that before. I mean, that's all.
but there's like these pictures they all have one thing in common. None of them are suits. And when I asked you what was an appropriate attire, you said, yeah, like like pantsuits. And she hasn't worn pantsuits in any of these, but it's the one that was hot pink and leather. Just like that's too much, right? It's just like you said, it's I don't mean to pick on you, but you have the opposite.
No, I mean you guys can pick on me all you want to, but you're not going to change my thought process on this. Like I still think this is too much.
Yeah,
like who comes on here?
Holes cut out in the ass. Would it like? Would that be? Is that has she officially crossed the line at that point?
No, I'm just look. I'm not going deep into, like I said, her resume, her personality, whatever. I'm just talking about from a coaching standpoint. It's just inappropriate. That's how I feel. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm not digging into her past or what she's done or how she's figured.
Neither are we.
I'm just like because like you guys, I can feel the tug. So I just want to let that be known. Okay, so I'm just saying.
No, this is strictly.
What if she was wearing sweats, and the sweats because. When women have shaped sweats are tight too. So what if she was wearing sweats?
That would be coaching attire.
That would be coaching attire, but it would fit her the same way all that other shit she was wearing.
Yo, what I'm saying is put on coaching attire. That's what I'm saying. I don't look. We can go through all the pictures we want to.
Listen, wear a blanket.
No one's shaming her for what she's wearing. I just said there was a little bit of.
It's got to be one of them overshirts, like the V-neck collar with the multicolors, and it say "Coach" right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
she need one of them.
Picture of
wear it every game. You have to wear it every game.
What's that show? Handmaid's Tale. Appropriate attire.
It's appropriate attire, right?
Okay, what about this, Quan? Since I want to make you mad, so what about this one, Quan?
You're not making me mad.
This is black leather. This is kind of black leather pants, is it? So, I mean, same deal, turtleneck, just a different color.
I want coaching attire, Mike.
Okay, fine. Okay,
man. I'm gonna look up Texas. I gotta see.
Okay, one last one. This was for the ugly. I
sweater. Want coaching attire, Mike.
Listen, this was for they had an ugly sweater night. Oh, and she wore this.
Okay, so what's so let me ask you this, Mike. What's the statement on this? What? Because it's Christmas.
Sweater.
It was ugly sweater. She would.
I want coaching attire.
Okay, Quan. So you want her in the moo there. We got it.
Where are the sleeves? Freezing in that thing. Yes.
This is a good point by B. Coaching attire is whatever a coach wears.
B, I want coaching attire.
We let the hoodie go out there with cut off sleeves on his hoodie. Okay. Looked like he just came out of cleaning his garage. And we're like, hey, it's coach, right?
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, you're right.
We win again. They 14-9 now.
Okay,
yeah,
so
they just won today.
What did Suge Knight say?
He said, "My issue
is the heels. If she jumps up to argue a call, she's gonna break her ankles."
That is true. She may snap a joint. She may snap a left and a right joint.
Well, that'd be her problem.
Right.
That'd be her problem.
Right. So, I mean, what's the moral of the story, guys?
I want coaching attire.
Wear a blanket, I guess.
For the listeners,
she should put on well, no, burka's a probably more religious thing, but she should probably, just to troll motherfuckers, put on like some ridiculous shit where it's like, literally like a sheet, and just walk in with that bitch like, yo, is this baggy enough?
So, Quan, you want coaching attire for the listeners, for the up and coming coaches.
Mm-hmm.
What is coaching attire in your book?
I mean, apparently it doesn't matter what's in my book.
It doesn't matter. It does. Or to OTR, it matters. What is coaching attire that you want to see?
Put on appropriate clothing. I want coaching attire.
Did she have to wear the man dress shoes too?
No.
Does she have to wear like khakis?
If you were the
and shit?
AD, would you send her home? Would you be like, listen, don't show up to the game like that again?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Oh,
I wouldn't send her home. Nah,
Okay.
nah. This is just me talking. This is just Quan talking. I want coaching attire. I'm like I said, that's what I want. I mean, that's new for me. All right, and maybe within the next 5 years I'll be able to like understand it. But as of right now, I want coaching attire.
You know what's happening, Quan. Like none of us on this panel want to accept this, but we've reached that age, man. Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
All right, like we're at the get off my lawn age, yo. Like I'm not saying it's wrong, but you know, like I don't want to accept this.
I know, right? That's what
Get it off my screen.
Oh, yeah. You're right, Zay. You're right.
Uh-oh.
Like a new t-shirt for y'all. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
My man B.
Coming soon.
I want coaching attire. Signed, Quan. Well, man, look.
Oh man.
As a man with a soon-to-be wife that is a coach, I can't say I would have an issue with any of those. She's pretty fashion forward. I don't think that she would be disrespecting me and wearing any of those outfits by being out there as my lady. So to me, it's fine. I mean, she as a coach. I mean, now she coaches high school, so she's not, wearing a full out dress, but she also isn't wearing a pantsuit every game. You know what I mean? Or a sweatsuit every game. She's also a professional, so sometimes she has to go from work to coaching, and she might be wearing what she wore to work. So I personally don't have a problem with what the young lady has on, and I think that this is only going to springboard her. I think she's going to take full advantage of this. Next game, she's probably going to wear something even shinier, just for Quan.
So, can I chime in on this? I just want to say,
sure.
Like, I get that, but like, and she probably has an amazing resume. What she brings to the table as far as just her innovative ideas, the way she brings her IQ for basketball. You know what I mean? Her IQ, her EQ, the way she's able to grasp and bring things together and the team together. Why does it have to be what she's wearing is going to catapult her to some type of stardom? Why can't it just?
That's a great question. Why is that? Why don't we watch women's sports unless we're talking about something like this?
That's a good question.
Why she got to wear tight, provocative stuff for her to be catapulted into stardom of particular being a grand or great coach? Like, that to me is just kind of like I don't.
It sucks, but like that's a question we're asking ourselves, right? Like, why don't we pay attention to women's sports unless something like this is happening? That's not a question for her to answer, right?
Right.
For her, she's doing what she got to do. Right. It's up to us to kind of answer that and take a look at ourselves. My girl comes to bed tonight, I'm gonna tell her I want coaching attire. See how she reacts.
Hey, sure, I like that. See what happens. Damn it! I want coaching attire.
Why do black coaches have to be perfect? Yeah, it's a good question.
So this is a good question. This is a good question. I'm not saying that, to her fault. I'm not saying to the fault of her own that this is going to catapult her, but because of her outfit, this has caused a social media frenzy.
Yeah,
and it's only going to bring more. Her followers went up. She probably got 20,000 more followers in 24 hours. So like, this is what's she's going to be known as that coach who everybody was tripping over because she had pink cancer. You know what I mean? So it's not that she was seeking for this to blow her up. You know what I mean?
She was doing what she normally does. Yeah. But what's going to happen is because this blew up and because like you've shown that she usually wears different attire, like, fashionable stuff, people are going to pay even more attention. And the next game that comes on, more people are going to watch. I guarantee you the ratings are going to go up. They're going to see what she wears next. So that sounds like a win for everybody.
They won by 20 points to 18 points tonight.
There you go.
Vanderbilt.
There you go.
She
76-58.
Yes, she won because the kids weren't great. They weren't coached. It was because the attire of her wear. That's why they won.
See, Tony said he followed her.
Yeah. Okay.
How many followers she got now?
I followed her too. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, she's stunting. She probably, her players probably rallied behind that.
She has almost 27,000 followers now.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's good.
Quan is not one of them.
Everybody followed her except Quan.
Oh man.
But nonetheless, yo, it is an interesting topic, and we kid about it, a little bit tonight, but it is what happens, and I truly believe that if this was Brenda Freeze, poor Brenda Freeze, we picking on her tonight, I don't think that this would have the same reaction. You know what I mean? And I think that means something within this entire topic. The same exact outfit Brenda Freeze could have on, and you wouldn't hear anything about this. That would just be, oh, look how she's bringing awareness to breast cancer. And that's an issue to go to what Hendo said about black coaches having to be perfect in a sense.
Yeah, you know I mean? That's in general. Yeah.
And then it goes to what you said. You brought up, like, you not digging into her resume. You sure she's a good coach? You sure that her resume speaks for itself? But that's not what the focus is.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's just I don't know.
And that's not that's not right.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Because it's not really being shown of, what she can do pretty much when it comes to, from a cerebral standpoint, but it's where, she has followers because of what she wore the night before. Not followers because of, like the ideas and innovative thoughts that she's brought to the game and what she's brought to the lives of all those kids. So that's all. That's all I'm saying.
And for the 1950s mindset guys like yourself, who
here we go.
I'm messing with you.
just talking about coaching. That's all.
I'm messing with you, Quan. I know. We used to. I'm trying to think back to women coaches. When we were in high school and college and what they wore. It probably wasn't that. You're right. It probably wasn't pants like that. But times have changed, brother. They also ain't look like that.
Yo, so. You ever look at like old pictures? Speaking of like old pictures, like your 4th and 5th grade pictures, if you still got them, like your class pictures or whatever. You see the teachers, yo, back then. God, yo, they looked old as shit. Yo. I know that was random, but golly, yo.
Yeah. So we now know what you need to do for LBHT. Oh, you want me to put on some pink pants?
Different. Oh, yes,
yo.
Sounds like an LBHT calendar time.
Already on the tiger rug.
$150 pin. I start $100. Yo, we get enough people $150 tier. I put on some pink pants.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh yo.
Well, listen, fellas. It's getting a little late, and I guess we should probably
bedtime.
I guess we should probably wrap this up. We don't want to keep picking on Quan.
It's past my bedtime. I know that.
Shit, you ain't lying, man.
You.
So look, man, this is around the time we close it out. I usually go around to see if y'all have anything in closing. I typically start with B. What you got, man?
Nah, man, it was a good time, man. Sipping a little, hanging out with the fellas. Hey, we gotta do this more often, man.
Show you right. Quan, we picked on you a little bit tonight, but you were a good sport, brother. What you got?
That's the way. Yeah, man, that's the way it goes, man. Sometimes, you gotta stick to what you believe in and, go with it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody have their own thoughts and their own opinions. And at the end of the day, it's all out of love. So, like I said, at the end of the day, great show. We had a great time, and yeah. To Miss Carter, keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing.
Facts. And you're right, man. Yeah, it's your opinion. That's why I wanted to talk about this, and that's why I wanted to go live. I wanted people to hear it. Like, you had a strong opinion about it, and there's nothing wrong about it. You didn't actually call her Jezebel or nothing like that. You know, we teach.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah. That's just not coaching attire that you're used to seeing.
That's all.
I wanted you to get that out to the people. Zay, the LBHT crew, man. Listen, we appreciate you. This is short notice. I text Jose and said, "Yo, what you doing?" And he was like, "Man, I'm recording." Oh man, I was just trying to see if you wanted to jump on. All right, I hit you when we done, and he did. And this is where we are now. So short notice. That's what brothers do.
No doubt.
Word.
We appreciate you. Yeah, for sure. We appreciate you.
Man.
We appreciate you coming on, man. But listen, take this time now to plug what you guys got going on in LBHT crew. We got B in the comments running the Ring Kings podcast.
Yeah, first and foremost, subscribe to Ring Kings podcast, man. We just hit 50 subscribers. Now our next goal is 100 subscribers. The views are up. People are enjoying the content. We're going to keep giving you some more stuff to watch here. In fact, we're going to record something this weekend. Probably put it out maybe over the weekend or on Monday. So be on the lookout for that. But Lunch Break Hot Take, man. That's what LBHT stands for. Lunch Break Hot Take. We do a show every Wednesday night at 7:15 p.m. All right. We talk a lot of Ravens on there. B's a Panthers fan, so that dominates the show a lot of times. But as we hit the off season, there's going to be a lot more NBA talk. In fact, we just recorded a short video discussing the James Harden to Philly trade. We're going to discuss some Lakers talk too, because B's also a Lakers fan. So we'll talk about how they failed. But yeah, man. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that good stuff at LBHT Show. That's where you can find us.
And there you go. Hashtag LBHT crew.
Hashtag LBHT crew.
These guys have created an army of solid men and women who, they're loyal. As you see, they're here, man. And that's the dope thing about what Zay and B are building over there at LBHT. And our plan is to do the same thing at Ring Kings podcast. As B was saying, 1 year anniversary.
Yes, 1 year anniversary next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday. So tune into that. Follow and subscribe Ring Kings podcast. Follow and subscribe LBHT show. Check out everybody. Support everybody, man. We appreciate
it. Everybody that's in here,
yes.
Make sure you subscribe here. OTR, Off the Records podcast. All right. They doing something over here too. So
we appreciate all of y'all that stuck around us in here. Tony Hendo, Suge, B, Ferris was in here, Ravens Online. We appreciate all of y'all. Now, listen, all of these names I'm naming, they are part of that LBHT crew. So we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Over here and show us some love. In closing, though, I do have one thing that I want to say. Brandon and Quan, they hate when I do things like this. They hate when I do things like this.
I knew it. I knew it.
You knew what? They hate when I do things like this, man. But listen, I'm not gonna go too deep into this. But listen, man, this is my mom and this is my nephew.
Oh, okay. No. We love this.
Yeah, we love this. Okay, I thought you were talking about something else, bro.
Yeah.
This is my mom and this is my nephew. And today they share a birthday. My mom unfortunately passed away 8 years ago, so this is a salute to her. It's always a tough day, especially for my nephew who shares a birthday with his grandmother. So, but my nephew turned 30 today. Can y'all believe Peanut is 30 years old, yo?
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Peanut.
Yeah, 30 years old, man. And
stop saying that and reminding us how old we are.
Yeah, because that's exactly. Well, I told him this morning that he's getting old, but 30 years old, man, and he's making his way right now. So I just wanted to let him know that I'm so proud of him. Mom, continue to rest in peace, man. I'm gonna continue to do what I gotta do for your name and Dad's name and everybody else. So happy birthday to those two. Again, we appreciate y'all jumping in here. Happy birthday from Suge. Happy birthday from Tony Hendo. B Ravens online. We appreciate y'all, man. Look, that was Off the Record, our first live show in a minute, man. We appreciate y'all coming through.
Appreciate
We
y'all.
out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.